Hey YouTube land, this is Reef Girl. This is the plumbing for the new 20-gallon display, 15-gallon sump system that I'm setting up so that I can split my 29-gallon cube. And things are moving really fast. We just did the water testing yesterday, and Mr. Retired Guy worked on the plumbing today, which is everything's a learning experience. And really, as he pointed out, this is our experiment. Because like everybody who's in a reef, eventually I want something big in a reef tank. So this is a really good way to learn how everything works. This system was something I bought off Kijiji from a gentleman who had assembled all the parts he needed to set up a small saltwater system. And he made some adaptations. He drilled the tank and installed the bulkheads. He cut out a lip on the sump to accommodate the filter sock holder. I did a couple other things that were modifications. I would have preferred not to have a blue background, but that blue paint will not come off. We did try to scrape it and ended up making a bit of a mess around one of the bulkheads that had to be repaired. So this is what I have, and I'm quite happy to work with it. And so here we go. Here's a little tour. This is the display tank, obviously. There's egg crate in the bottom. These are the interlocking sections that can be purchased. They're 6¼ inches by just under 12 inches. And so 3 and most of 1 fit perfectly in there. We decided to go with the skimmer bar. We kind of like the way it looks. It's kind of funky. And Mr. Retired Guy cut those grooves into the top of the pipe. By hand with a hacksaw. Tried the chop saw, but found it was too hard to control. So we used a hacksaw. And you can see that it's set up so that it's a good width across the tank. The only thing that will happen as a result of this that, I don't know, I'll have to wait and see if I like it or not, or if it's a concern for me, is that because of the level at which the water is going to enter the skimmer bar, there will be a gap between the top of the water and the bottom of the black trim. And that's something I'm just going to have to wait and see whether I can deal with that. So that's the upper tank. When it comes to the sump and the plumbing, the left-hand side is the return, and you can see that's where we tried to scrape the paint off and made a bit of a mess. So that repair is so that it won't be visible from the other side. There's the return line, and here's the overflow. He installed a valve, an air valve at the top. Don't know if we'll need it yet, but the designs that he reviewed and that he had seen showed that sort of a thing as being installed there. So the overflow comes down, goes into the sump. The main part of the water will go down into that filter sock, and about 20%, 25% we will be diverting into the refugium. Then on the other side we have the return chamber, and so the pump is mounted on the bottom with the line coming up and a valve of some type. 90-degree elbows in all cases. We understand this reduces the flow, and we felt it is okay to do that because of the fact that the pump is basically overpowered for this system. He also hooked up the refugium light under here. It's actually a reptile lamp, and can maybe see it a little bit better from the other side. So it's a reptile lamp fixture, and inside I have one of those massive big bulbs. I'll try and get a shot of it here. Can't really see it. Next time I'll have it turned on. And it casts a good light in the bottom and right over the refugium. It's out of the way. It's going to be separately plugged and on a timer so that it comes on during the evening hours. And so the next step for this is water testing, which we will probably do tonight, and we'll see how things go. We're going to have to very carefully approach it. It's in the garage so that if we have a flood for whatever reason, it'll be easier to control. Obviously, you don't want this on your hardwood floor, and we'll see what happens. So I think he's done a fantastic job, and I'm very much looking forward to the weekend when I can put my sand in and start building my rocks. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Any comments, suggestions, concerns, very happy to hear them. I don't know who's watching or how many people, but maybe we'll get some feedback. Thanks again. Bye for now. Stay out of trouble.